Critical Role reveals another huge collab as Acquisitions Incorporated reboots as a Daggerheart actual play with Matt Mercer on board.
He's a real wanger banger!
Before we dive into one of the original actual plays switching over to Daggerheart, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep these videos coming. It's free, it only takes a second, and it really helps these videos out. And then, let's talk Critical Role's huge new collab. Acquisitions Incorporated is basically the original modern actual play, being created by Penny Arcade and Wizards of the Coast nearly 20 years ago to help promote Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition. The actual play centers around the pseudo-corporation of Acquisitions Incorporated, an adventuring group/company on a quest for as much wealth and fame as possible, featuring the now famous Omen Drawn and Jim Darkmagic, played by Penny Arcade creators Jerry Holkins and Mike Krahulik respectively, along with an ever-growing cast of interns and C-Team players and guest stars, and of course with Chris Perkins and later Jeremy Crawford appearing as their frequent dungeon masters for the adventures and live shows. But now, despite being literally created to promote Dungeons & Dragons in participation with Wizards of the Coast, Acquisitions Inc. has officially made the jump over to Daggerheart this weekend at their PAX Unplugged live show, and Matt Mercer will be coming along for the ride. Yes, not only has one of the oldest, biggest actual plays around completely switched from Dungeons & Dragons to Critical Role's Daggerheart TTRPG system, they've taken Matt Mercer with them as he joins the cast as Bode, one of Omen Drawn's ever-growing number of children, now that Matt Mercer has more free time as he's no longer tied down to DMing Critical Role on a weekly basis. And this is not just a simple switch from Daggerheart to D&D either. As explained in an interview with Todd Kenrick, which we will put a link to in the description so you can check out the full video, this is basically a soft reboot of Acquisitions Inc. While Jerry and Mike will still be playing Omen Drawn and Jim Darkmagic, this new version of Acquisitions Inc. is set in a brand new world as a brand new adventure, as they basically soft reboot the entire actual play after nearly 20 years, to give this Daggerheart version a clean slate to work from, even including brand new character art from Mike Krahulik himself. Jeremy Crawford and Chris Perkins, who will both continue on as the game master of this new version of Acquisitions Inc., have both been working on this conversion for quite some time, which isn't shocking considering they've both been working over at Daggerheart ever since they left D&D and joined Critical Role's Darrington Press nearly a year ago. Matt Mercer joining is also a huge change in just the latest major new project the former Critical Role Dungeon Master turned player has been able to take on given his new schedule for Campaign 4. Penny Arcade has a much slower release schedule for Acquisitions Inc., basically only doing them at their mini PAX events each year, like PAX Unplugged this past weekend. So working that into the various gaps where his Schemers group won't be at the table for Critical Role seems very doable for Matt Mercer and this new version of Acquisitions Inc., given the new Critical Role timeline. And we can't wait to see how his character Bode fits into the mix. And this new collab with Penny Arcade goes even deeper, as the first episode of this new Acquisitions Inc. will be showing up on Beacon very shortly, perhaps hinting that even more Penny Arcade content could be coming to Critical Role streaming platform in the near future, joining the likes of Mitz and Tales from the Stinky Dragon. Either way, it's just the latest massive collab for Critical Role and Daggerheart, who have now added what many consider to be the original modern actual play to the fold. And soon we'll all be able to see just how this new Daggerheart version of Penny Arcade's Acquisition Inc. truly turned out when the video hits Beacon, possibly in just a few hours. So what do you think? Are you ready to see Matt Mercer in yet another actual play, or maybe get some Acquisitions Inc. on Beacon? Let us know down in the comments, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.